All right. We're all set. Hi, Facebook. Sorry that we are delayed today. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a few moments here. My name is Lydia. For those of you that don't know me, I am the health educator at our Chicago location. I'm going to be demonstrating the poses on the screen here for you today, while Scott, our health educator at our Addison location, walks us through each pose. So we were going to wait and see who else joined, but given our delay today, we'll just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to hand it over to Scott for any last minute reminders and details.
All right, thank you so much everyone for joining us. Once again, my name is Scott. Just a quick couple of reminders before we do get started here. First, we want to make sure that we have enough space around you to extend your arms and legs. Second of all, we do want to make sure that you're only doing what you're comfortable with. We definitely don't want anyone to get injured, so please only push yourself as much as you can. And then if you do have any other questions, please leave a comments below and we'll make sure to address them at the end of the presentation. All right, and we're just going to go ahead and get started here. All right, so first what we want to do is center ourselves. So just like Lydia is doing here, we want our feet flat on the ground and our hands on our lap. And now going into the next phase, we're going to practice our breathing. So for the next 30 seconds, we're going to breathe in and out. So I will do a countdown for every 4 seconds. So let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. One last time. Let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now going into our first pose, this is called the reach for the sky with the palms up. So what we want to do is raise your arms. And as you go up, remember to breathe in slowly until you are fully above your head with your hands connected. You're going to hold this pose for about 10 seconds. Okay, and now release. All right, and then we're just going to do this pose again. So start raising your arms slowly, and remember to breathe in as you go up until you are fully connected, your hands touching at the top of your head. Okay, and now release. Now we're just going to reset ourselves back on our chair. So the next pose will be the stretch to the west. So for this one, we're going to raise our arms up just like before, but now we want to lean our bodies forward slightly, so about 30-degree angle. And now extend your hands out, level with your shoulders, just like Lydia is doing here. And hold this for 10 seconds. Okay, and now release. Let's give ourselves like a 5-second break. Okay. And now we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing. So please go ahead and raise palms up just like before. And now lean your body forward and extend your hands out shoulder length. Hold it for 5 more seconds. And release. Now we're going to go ahead and go into our next pose, which is a side mountain. So for this one, we're going to raise our arms up above the head just like before. But now instead we want to clasp our hands and release our index fingers. So just like Lydia's doing here, please make sure that your index fingers are pointing up. And we're gonna lean our bodies to the right. Okay, and now we're gonna slowly start shifting to the left here. And again, please try to focus on that breathing. And release. Okay, so now we're going to do this one more time on each side. So again, raise your arms above your head with your index fingers pointing up. And let's lean our bodies to the right. Okay, and now start slowly shifting our bodies to the left here. And release. Okay, so now we're going to center ourselves back on our chair and move on to the next pose, which is a side triangle. Now for this one, we are going to start with our right arm. What we want to do is raise our right arm above shoulder height. So just like Lydia is doing here, and just make sure to keep that arm straight as possible. And we're gonna hold this for 5 more seconds. Okay, go ahead and please lower your right arm. And now we're gonna do the same thing on our left. So raise that left arm just above shoulder height, as straight as possible. And we're gonna hold it for 5 more seconds. Okay, go ahead and release. We're gonna do this once again. We'll start with our right and raise it slightly above shoulder height. Straight arms. We're gonna hold it for a couple more seconds. And release. Now onto our left. Go ahead and raise your arm above shoulder height with the arm straight. And again, please remember to focus on your breathing here. And release. Okay, now going into our next pose, we're going to do the warrior one. For this one, we're going to want to raise our arms to the sky and clasp your hand with a released index finger, just like we did before. Lydia is showing you guys once again how that will look, so make sure your index fingers are pointing up. And then we're just going to keep your body and hands straight up. Hold it for 10 seconds. Go ahead and release. Let's take a 5-second break here. Okay. Now, once again, please go ahead and raise your arms above your head, clasp your hand, and release your index finger, just like Lydia's doing here. And hold it for 10 seconds. And release. Okay, moving on to our next pose, we're going to be doing the warrior two. So for this one, all we will do is extend our arms to our sides straight, and we're going to turn our heads to the right. And now slowly start shifting your heads to the left. And release. We're going to do this again one more time. So please go ahead and extend your arms out to our sides, once again, just like Lydia's doing here. And then slowly start turning your head to the right. Now slowly start shifting your head to the left here. And release. Okay, going into our final pose, we are going to be doing the one-legged stretch. So we're going to start off with our right leg. Please go ahead and straighten your right leg forward, and then try reaching your toes. Again, only do what you are comfortable with. And release. Now we're going to go ahead and move to our left and do the same thing. So we're going to want to try touching our toes. And release. All right, let's take a 5-second break here. Okay, and we're just going to do this one more time. So please go ahead and extend your right leg and try touching your toes once again. And again, only do what you're comfortable with. And release. Okay, and now we're just going to go over to our left. So please extend your left leg out and try touching your toes. And release. Okay, so now the last activity we'll do is if we could please go ahead and center ourselves back on our chairs. Our feet flat on the ground and our hands on our palm, on our lap, just like Lydia's doing here. And the last thing we are going to do is breathing activity once again. So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. So let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. One final time. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So that is the end of our chair yoga session. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Please feel free to leave any comments or questions that you guys may have at this time.
All right. And we're going to just hang around for a couple minutes. If there are any comments that come in, we can go ahead and answer those now. And this will be posted to our wall. So if you ever want to come back and reference it, it'll be here for you. Let's see. Okay. I'm seeing one comment here, but we'll hang around.
And also, if there's any activity that you guys would like to see us do, please feel free to comment any suggestions as well. We're more than happy to try new things out for you guys here.
Yeah, definitely. We're hoping to make this a Friday thing. So if there's anything that you'd like to see in the coming weeks, please feel free to leave it in our comments or just leave it on our wall. We are hoping to be back next week. Stay tuned for what that will be. But again, we're hoping to make this a Friday thing. So it looks like we got a couple comments here. So thank you for joining us, guys. Alrighty, well, I am not seeing any new comments, so we're going to go ahead and end this video. But again, we would love to hear back from you. So please either write on our wall or in these comments here of what you'd like to see in the coming weeks. We really appreciate you joining us today. And we hope that these stretches help you have a great Friday. So thank you so much. See you next week.